Um, Hello everybody. This is just a tough video to make. Um, and you guys might be disappointed in me. But basically, I've become addicted to something new. Um, while I was still in school last semester, at my college dorm, this was before the fame, you know. This was way before the fame. Um, I had made a video actually about addiction, and I was addicted to something. You can watch that video to find out what it was. It's a little bit embarrassing, so I don't really want to talk about it. Um, and I was fortunately able to beat that addiction after about 3 months. It took the entire summer to beat that addiction. But I've become addicted to something new and something quite unique. And I'm not really sure how embarrassing this is, or even if it's embarrassing at all, or whether this is a good or bad addiction. But I'm a pre-medical student on my way to medical school. In the US, it's really tough to get in. There's about a 40% chance that you get into any medical school. Of course, if your stats are higher, then you're gonna have a higher chance of getting in. Um, so I'm a pre-medical student at my college, and I've been I've been taking harder classes, and that's cool. But I've gotten addicted to taking exams. And I'm not talking about drug tests like blood tests or any other sort of test online. I'm talking about real exams in school. Like I am addicted to going into the classroom to take an exam. Let me give you some context. For about the last week and a half, because I'm a great student and really, really super cool and smart and, beautiful. That was a joke. So because I'm such a cool guy, I study in advance to get good grades, even though my GPA is not that high. So for the past week and a half, I've been studying for this organic chemistry exam. And it's my second one of the semester. On the first one, I got a 90%, and I was cool with that. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and do better. So organic chemistry is regarded as a pretty hard class, and before this year, it's my junior year, I wasn't a very good student, and I wasn't really good at like school because I wouldn't pay attention or go to class or anything. So I just wasn't a good student. I was not an academic weapon. It was nowhere near an academic weapon. But this semester, I've started to lock in a little bit and just become a maniac. I used to play basketball, and I developed mamba mentality, as some may say. When I try to take a test nowadays, I go into that test, and just like Kobe, I try and shut the test down. Like, I try and tell the test, hey, you're not getting any questions wrong. I'm not going to get any questions wrong on this. I study the test. I prepare for the test. And I'm like, I'm going to kill you, test.
May labit ka marami dyan.
Wala po.
Yan.
Malinis naman po, pero, yeah.
Yun.
Bago po yon, pero hindi ko masusuot.
Hindi pa nasusuot.
Hindi po.
Susuot mo nang hindi nalalaban.
I'll just wash it. Ako po maghugas.
Kasi maglalaba ako bukas, sasama ko yun. Kung konti lang, okay lang. Huwag ka may kandi.
No. Ako po maghugas.
Ako pa mo na agatan na ka muna. Kina na. Ito lalaban.
Ako na lang po.
Ako na sabi, nasama ko na para next week ka na lang maglaba ka dahil.
Okay, sige.
Ito,
Opo.
ito.
Sige po.
Hindi naman nila ang makapansin niya kasi kasi hindi naman, ito, makamapansin yan. Hindi, ito, kasi ako naman nagtutupi.
Okay, okay.
Wala na, yun.
What?
Ha?
Okay po, okay po. Yung ilaw.
What?
Yung ilaw po, yung ilaw. Tsaka yung pinto. So as I was saying, I go into every test. I prepare for this test like it's my opponent in a basketball game, right? I study its every move. I study its characteristics, and I know most likely what's going to happen when this test goes this way and this test goes this way. So just like Kobe, I'm here. I lock the test down. And I've gotten addicted to like just studying, and every time I learn a new topic and every time I get the practice questions right, I start like laughing maniacally. I just start laughing. I'm like, I'm going to get you right. And I just try to absolutely kill the test. This level of violence when test taking is probably not that healthy, but I've gotten addicted to the thrill. I don't get a thrill like this like any other thing that I do. Like when I'm playing basketball, I haven't played basketball in a long time, but I played in high school and AAU and like against other people at my school. When it's game point, 19 points to 19 points, first 1 to 21 wins, I always have the ball in my hands. And it's always fourth quarter. I'm always like, I'm going to make this shot. I'm going to step back from the three and just swish it in. And you're not going to be able to stop it. Tests are not able to stop me. Okay. So I've literally gotten addicted to that feeling, that feeling. And tests in college, if you don't know, are worth so much more than they are in high school. Like in high school, if you get a bad test, okay, you have your homework grade to make up for it. In college, you get a bad test, and there's only 3 tests per semester, you're cooked. You're going from like an A to like a B minus, right? So I go into this test, it's do or die. It's fourth quarter, and I know that, and I've prepared for it. There's no other thrill like that. Like, and I was literally taking my organic chemistry test today. The people in front of me were saying, hey, I'm going to be the first one out. Not with me in there. Not with me in your class. Not with me in your class. I'm there. I was not the first one out. I was out pretty fast, but I was not the first one out. But that's okay, because maybe I will be next time, you know? And the thrill of preparing for a test, seeing the questions, knowing exactly what you're supposed to do in the questions, and saying, you know what, I prepared for this, I can do it next time, or I can do it this time, and I can get this right, I can get a 100 on this test, and everybody thinks it's hard, but it's not hard for me that much anymore. That thrill is something that can't be beat, and I am addicted. So my new addiction, there's literally a fly. Am I that stinky? It might be the lamp. Okay. But that thrill is just something that can't be beat. I've never gotten high before. I'm not even lying. I'm not lying. I've never gotten high before. I've never gotten drunk before. But just like Drake says in that one song, when I'm taking a test, it feels like I'm both. So that's my new addiction. And I don't know if it can be fixed. I don't know if it should be fixed. but that's my new addiction. If you're struggling with test addiction, I don't know what to say. I don't know where to direct you, or I don't know what hotline you should call. But if you're struggling with test addiction, you better hope you're as much of a monster at taking tests as I am. Like and subscribe.